Hello Aries, and welcome to your 2026 year ahead spread. So I've got a couple of tarot decks here, and this time I'm going to try and show you the table and show you the reading, just so I can explain everything, but it's going to be a bit more visual for you. Alright, so I'm going to give the cards a good shuffle. Welcome Aries to your 2026 year ahead spread. So I am really excited just to dive on in, to be honest. My name is Carmen. If you would like a personal reading with me, I will leave my information in the description box down below. And yeah, let's jump right onto it. Alright, so let's split the deck. Perfect. Okay, Aries. Let's dive on in. So we got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Incredible. All right, I'm just gonna have another deck. So let's jump through this a little bit. Okay, so in January, there is possibly something that either happens to you, or maybe you hear about something that I feel in that you are in the sensation of something's a bit distrustful. I'm also getting the feeling of sensation that maybe you feel like somebody has taken something away from you. I would love to delve into this card more just to try and nitpick slightly with the Seven of Swords. I'm feeling there's some sort of sense of betrayal or a misunderstanding about something that, I don't know if you're in the wrong, or maybe you feel that you're in the wrong or somebody has done you wrong, but there's definitely a sensation and feeling that somebody's taken something from you in January. In February, you have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very admirable. I like to see the Page of Pentacles as like a curious character, but also someone who's very mesmerizing, who's very determined, and I don't know if I said that right, very determined as well as curious, but very stable. And I'm feeling like there's an admirer coming in February, or maybe there's some sort of celebration around a new person or somebody entering into your life, someone stable. But there's a lot of dreaming and admiration with this person in your life in February. So that's definitely the highlight that I'm feeling for you. March, you have the Tower. So I feel that maybe something is going to happen that may not feel like it's not going to feel fair, but I feel that there's a situation that feels like it's come about abruptly, that maybe you need to change circumstances quite quickly. However, this could be a certain situation that you've been off-putting or delaying for a little while, and now it's time to take action, and this is the universe's way to let you know that now is the time to take action, and that this can't be delayed for much longer. So I'm feeling like there has been some sort of delay here, but now it's time to take action. There's no point delaying it any longer, and in this case I feel like there's definitely something waiting for you in the long run, and this is why this has to happen now. So it's needed. It might not be wanted at the moment, but it is needed. Coming up to January, February, March, April. So we've got April, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So the first quarter, you've got a little ups and downs here. In April, you have the Nine of Pentacles, which I really, really love to see. This is a card of independence. It's pure joy in the sense of you step into yourself, you're fully independent. You are either on a business mission, maybe you are creating or a self-profile for yourself, or building yourself back up again. There has definitely been some changes from what I can see from January to March here, and this is where you gain that confidence and regain your vitality again. In May, you have the Page of Cups. Now, honestly, I do feel that this could be like the same person or a lingering person. I feel that they are connected. The Page of Cups is also how I see the Page of Cups as a dreamer. They're full of curiosity, they're full of dreams, they're very emotional, and I feel that this is how you feel about... I do feel that these cards are connected, so I feel this is how you feel about your Page of Pentacles. Maybe you've understood what it is that you truly want, whether it's for a relationship, whether it is something, maybe a project that you super admire or want to be around. You definitely have that dreamer, that curiosity, and I do feel that this is stemming from your courage and vitality that you are regaining from April here. What else am I feeling from this card? Yeah, just a lot of... I see like beauty. Very curious and wondrous cards. So I do like to see this for me, especially as this is the beginning of the summer. In June, you have the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is a card of letting something go. And I feel that there has been a bit of a journey in terms of changes in your life at the beginning half of the year. There has definitely been some changes that you've gone through. You are definitely understanding what it is that you truly want and want to focus on for the rest of the year. But come to June, is that right? January? Yeah. Coming to June, the Eight of Cups arrives, and I feel that you're in a position of you're ready to let go what doesn't serve you. And I feel that's so important at this point. You're so ready to let go what doesn't serve you, and you are ready to bring back or to make space or to make room for things that do serve you. You're no longer under anybody else's wing, is what I'm hearing. You're no longer serving others. You're really understanding what it is that you truly want, what it is that you stand for, what it is that you want to build and create for yourself, and how you're seeing your future. So this, I feel, is what the Eight of Cups is bringing in for you in June. In July, we have the Queen of Swords. I think, honestly, I'm seeing these as like two power cards, because when you let go of something, you bring in something new. And you see how much clarity when you step into the Queen of Swords energy. Now, all this fog and all this mist is clear at the crown here. She's no longer misunderstanding anything. I feel that this also comes from the Seven of Swords in January as well. I feel that there is a bit of confusion here, which is causing you to feel a little uneasy. But by July, I really feel that you've gained that clarity. You've understood what has happened is meant to happen for a reason, and you're now in a position where you are taking control, and you're understanding what exactly that control looks like for you. So you're taking and regaining that power. And I definitely feel that this confidence building here and this end of independence is so much to do with your Queen of Swords card here in July. Now, the Knight of Pentacles in August is the theme for August. The Knight of Pentacles is, I really like the Knight of Pentacles, but it can feel a little bit boring. Now, Knight of Pentacles is very stable, willing to grow, kind of taking a bird's eye view of your life so far, or where it is that you currently are in terms of relationships, in terms of work, in terms of family, what dynamic you're in, and understanding what it is that you want in order to proceed, and how to get yourself there as well. I feel that there's a lot of expansion to be had here in August. There's a lot of growth, but I really feel like you are set in stone in being so diligent about what it is that you truly want and to focus on. In September, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So all of this hard work and all of this change is really amplifying here in September. I do see this as like a karma card. So what goes around comes around, and I really feel that all of the hard work that you have been putting into is arriving here in September, which probably feels like it can't come quick enough. But this is a life cycle. This is something that is very deserving. This is something you've waited for, you've worked so hard towards, and you do have all of the elements on your side as well. So I really like to see this come September. We are in autumn at this point as well. In October, we have the Four of Wands. I was going to say Pentacles then. We have the Four of Wands. I also love to see the Four of Wands. Now, Four of Wands is a very stable card. It represents stability, commitment, long-term goals achieved. This is a marriage card. It's a proposal. It's celebration. So it's a very structured card. I feel a lot of warmth from this card for you in October. I don't know if maybe there is some sort of celebration or birthday or celebration, or maybe you have a wedding planned for September, which is shining through, for October, which is shining through for you this month. And this is probably what this card is highlighting, or maybe you will be invited to some sort of celebration there as well. But I am really feeling a lot of warmth from the Four of Wands here. All right. November, we have the Sun. And I'm so sorry, but whatever it is that you've been waiting for or here to celebrate, you are at your utmost happiness here with the Sun card in November. This is the happiest card in the tarot. This is the pure exhilaration. Sorry, I thought my cat fell then. This is pure exhilaration, pure ecstasy, completely harmonious, purely happy. You've got the childlike wonder here. You've got the white horse of purity that represents, and the big beautiful sunshine, which is a masculine energy, but this is lighting, brightening up your whole world here. Now, I really love to see that here in November. And moving on to December, we have the Two of Wands here. So the Two of Wands is a card of, I feel at this point, it's a card of completion. Like, you've gone all of this year building and changing and being dynamic and customizing what it is that you want to create and how you want to move forward. And by December, in the Two of Wands here, I feel like you're ready to move into a new world. You're ready to jump. I'm feeling like at this moment, I'm feeling like this is a card of travel. Like, you're ready to maybe sail ship, ready to jump into another world. You're at this point of completion here. I'm really feeling a completed card today. So I don't know if that makes sense for you at the moment, if that is resonating. But I'm really loving this vibe for you for December. Maybe even going traveling or going on holiday in December. Maybe you have that planned already. I feel like it's going to be a big trip. So maybe you're going for a month, maybe 6 weeks, to go and explore a new land. But I'm feeling that there's a lot of new worlds. Your horizons are expanding. There's loads of new ideas for you. You're learning a lot. You're understanding so much more than maybe what you have done, and it's been a bit of a journey through this year already. So I really love to see this in December. I feel it. I am going to stick to, I'm feeling like a completion here for your card. So a great start. We are going to pull some clarifiers just so we can dive straight in. Let's run into, I'd like to understand your animal totem and the energy for your year. So let's pull out an animal spirit for you, Aries. Okay, could we have an animal spirit, please, for Aries? And we've got the cat spirit. claim your independence. So yeah, you are definitely going through miraculous changes. There are things that are going to happen that are going to be a little bit out of your control. That's not to say that you're going to feel like you're out of control. Absolutely not. Claim your independence. You are fully in control. I'm wondering if the Chariot's going to turn up at this point as well. You've got the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, this is a pretty spectacular reading so far, Aries. So let's jump in and let's pull some clarifiers. All right, so Aries, while you're here, if you could like, share, subscribe, or comment on the channel or the video, I would super appreciate that. That really does help the video just gain some other perspectives and insights. All right, so Aries, could we have a clarifier, please, for January and the Seven of Swords? We've got Ace of Swords. All right, so I'm feeling like this is a new idea, something that's kind of sprung into action that you feel slightly out of control with. I'm feeling like you're kind of in somebody else's hands here at the moment. I don't know if maybe this is to do with communication. You've been quite open in communicating what it is that you want, what it is that you need. And this person has... I'm feeling like this is somebody else at this point. I'm feeling like this is somebody else at this point. This is not a situation... I feel like this is happening to you. And this is more of a you kind of energy in the Ace of Swords here. I'm feeling that there is a miscommunication. You've been quite open and honest about what it is, your ideas, what it is that you want. But this person has kind of taken that and possibly making it their own, which is causing the distrust here. Could we have another clarifier, please? Could we just dive in a little bit to that? Ace of Swords. In which area? The Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords. We've got the King of Swords. So is someone authoritative? Is someone possibly a bit older than you? Maybe you thought that was older and wiser, that you thought they were quite a trusting person. I definitely am feeling more of an authoritative figure. It doesn't matter if they're male or female, but I'm feeling like they're kind of taking your idea. You thought that you could trust them, but that hasn't quite gone to plan. I would just be cautious. Obviously, this is an energy you can change now that you have this message. I would just be cautious about how much you share with somebody during January, just to protect yourself. I'm not saying you have to walk on eggshells or anything, but just be mindful that this message has come up for you. Okay. This could be somebody that is... I do see like an older authoritative person. This is somebody that does speak their mind and maybe come across a bit arrogant. They might be a bit self-righteous. I'm hearing that possibly they speak a bit louder, or maybe their words... I'm hearing that their words are louder than their actions. So they will possibly like talk more than how they behave, but this has caused a slight distrust there. Okay, so moving into February, we have a clarifier for the Page of Pentacles in February, please. Page of Pentacles in February. We have the Four of Pentacles. So this is, so yeah, I'm feeling like this is possibly an admirer or someone that you definitely look up to. With the Four of Pentacles here, this is something that's very safe. So I don't know if that's to do with your idea. You've got this new idea, new curiosity. This person has caused a slight distrust for you here with the Seven of Pentacles, with the Seven of Swords. And this is why maybe you are trying to stay safe. You are sat and holding and clutching those pentacles and trying to stay safe. But you do have this beautiful curiosity and this beautiful wonder. I'm feeling like this is another person that maybe you open up to a little bit. but now you're feeling a bit deceived, and this is why you're kind of clutching those pentacles and staying safe for the moment. You want to understand if you can actually trust this person because of what has happened. I am feeling that these are two completely different people. They are not the same person. So yeah, this is definitely somebody that you do look up to. I know I've said that already, but I feel like you respect and admire them, and you are feeling a little bit concerned because of what has happened in the past. But you are kind of clutching your pennies here. You've got the Four of Pentacles, which is a bit more safe. You are feeling a bit more cautious, and you are protecting that energy a bit more. I can see a lot of green in this card as well, so this is healing you, just to behave in this way for this time being until you know whether you can fully trust this person or not. For March, we have the Tower. Could we have a clarification for the Tower, please? And we have the Queen of Cups. So we've got the Queen of Cups, and we've got the Chariot here. That was bottom of the deck. Alright, so there is a change of situation that feels a little out of your control. That is what the Tower represents. There's a change of situation that feels a little bit out of your control. Maybe this is something that you have tried to ignore, or maybe not wanted to take action at this moment in time. You are fully in control. You are now put into a position where maybe you felt like you wasn't in control before, but you are fully in control of what decisions you want to make. I do feel that there is going to be some help with the Queen of Cups here. Is that Queen of Cups? Yeah. With the Queen of Cups here. But I also feel that you are embodying this energy. This is a very nurturing character. So either somebody is very nurturing to you in your situation, or you have developed a bit of self-love, self-respect from the situation that you are in. You are definitely in control. I feel like I said before, I feel like you wasn't in control and this situation happens, but you are able to take the reins. You are able to fully take control of the situation now. Now, traditionally, the Chariot does not have any reins on the two Sphinx, essentially, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this is just completely down to destiny. But the Chariot does drive their own, the Chariot, how do you say it? Does drive their own chariot at the end of the day. So you're definitely able to control the situation, and this is for the benefit, and this is for the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if that's what I meant to say. I'm trying to say, sorry. You're definitely able to take the reins and take charge and full control of the situation, but you are doing that with love and decency and kindness to yourself, and being completely understanding of the situation, but making sure that you are nurturing yourself in the correct way. You're not burning yourself out. You're taking that time for self-care. You're taking that time to eat the good food that makes you happy. You are taking that time to journal. You are taking that time to go be with friends, maybe go watch a movie, and not get too wrapped up in what this Tower represents for you. I just see this Queen of Cups is very cute as well. I feel like this is quite a soft person. If this does represent somebody in your life, or this is the energy that you are jumping into, I just see a lot of cutesy love energy here. What else am I feeling from the Queen of Cups? But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of intuition. You are totally embodying that. And there's a lot of compassion here as well. So really, really sweet, very in your feels, in your energy, in your emotions. And if this represents somebody for you, this is somebody who's naturally very intuitive, authoritative, very nurturing, very mothering as well. And there's a lot of love here. So completely understanding of the situation, but I feel like, you know, if maybe you haven't really been close to this person before, that there is going to be a bond or a closer bond or understanding with this person as well. April now is right, January, February, March. April, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Right, this is a card of independence. This is a card of building your own legacy. This is a card of complete comfort. Intuitive as well. You know, you're so comfortable with what you have and the pentacles that you have grown and earned yourself. You can kind of bask in this glorious yellow sky for this time. You've gone through some changes, which was to be unexpected. However, you have come through that glowing. All right, could we have a clarification for the 9 of Pentacles, please? Clarification for the 9 of Pentacles. All right. And we have the King of Pentacles. So I definitely feel that this is quite financial for you. I'm hearing just to take another card. And 2 of Swords. Okay, sweet. So this is a card of comfort, serenity, independence. Also, you have the King of Cups here, which is very comfortable, sat on your throne, completely aware and in control of your finances, your work, life. It could be investments. It could be what else is some kind of money coming in for you. I am feeling a lot of abundance here. I'm also feeling a leadership in some way. So I don't know if you are making your own business or making decisions to make your own business, or maybe start a side project, which is the beginning of something, but you're definitely knuckling down in terms of the financial world. I feel that there is going to be some confusion with the 2 of Swords at this point though. So you've got very stable cards, but then there's a slight doubt there. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Is somebody going to help me? Is somebody not going to help me? Am I completely alone? You've got a lot of stability here in the cards. So at this point, what I would say is just trust yourself. And if it's a calculated risk, it might be worth investing some time, some energy in, just to understand what it is that you truly want to get or to gain from these cards. I am feeling if it is a hobby, if it's something that you are trying to build on the side, is definitely something that you enjoy, is really going to go a long way. A lot of abundance here. A lot of abundance. All right. So we've got May next. We have the Page of Cups. Now the Page of Cups is very dreamy cards. I said that the feeling I get from the Page of Cups here is that you are more the Page of Cups. You're in this like dream-like phase. I feel like maybe you are admiring the Page of Pentacles here. So this is your energy for May. Let's have a clarification for the Page of Cups, please. We've got the Tower and a clarification. Oh, and the High Priestess. Beautiful. Okay, so there is something rocking your world again here. But at this point, honestly, I feel is your lack of trust in yourself and your intuition. We've got a High Priestess. I do see the High Priestess as the kind of the divine, godly, goddess energy, pure intuition. You have got, you've got the Queen of Cups energy here as well. But I do feel that the High Priestess is representing you at this point. So you've got these such beautiful, dreamy, curiosity cards, a complete divine connection here. But then we've got the Tower here. So at this point, I'm feeling like you're not quite trusting yourself. And this is why you have the Tower card. Maybe there's something that you doubt yourself with that knocks your confidence. And this makes you go on a bit of a wobbly. It's probably probably not the best way I could say it, but this causes you to doubt yourself, and I feel this is why the Tower has come up here. Let's have a clarification for the Tower here for the High Priestess and the Page of Cups. And we've got the Fool. Okay, yeah. So this is an unknown world for you. There is something. Okay. This is, I'm very excited for your May, so please tell me what happens when May comes around. So like I said, I feel that there's been something that's knocking your confidence. Maybe this could be a deja vu, this could be an apparition, or something you see or something you feel, and you didn't realize your own power at this point. And that knocks you off a little bit. Or maybe there has been something that you felt like you could have prevented. This could be a dream that you foresaw, a deja vu. You could be having a vision of something. I'm really, there's a lot of sensitivity in this card. There's a lot of otherworldly power in this card. In these cards, should I say. This whole story is very powerful. I feel like you've doubted yourself, and now you feel like you're jumping into the unknown again. So can I trust myself? Can I not trust myself? Why has this happened? And now you feel like you're back to square one, is what I'm seeing here. You're like taking a leap of faith. This is a very exciting month for you. I feel like there's so much messages coming out, and this could be open to so many possibilities as well. What I really like is in this Tower card, you've got this little person falling. Essentially that is from the Tower, and you've got the Fool here as well. So I do see a lot of resemblance with the Fool and the Tower card here as well. But also, what was I going to say that was coming up? Oh yeah, you've got another Tower card here on the table. I just wanted to show you that. Where has it gone? But also, because you've got a lot of spirituality, you've got a lot of spirituality, a lot of dreaming in these cards here for your month of May. The reason I'm kind of leaning more to the dreamy side as well is that this, I'm just showing you the other card of the Tower. This bolt of lightning hits the crown. Now the crown is your above your third eye in the chakra, in the sense of the chakra. So you've got a lot. So I'm feeling like there is some kind of prophetic dream. There's something that you foresaw that you wanted to change, you wanted to happen, and you weren't able to act on time, or maybe you didn't realize it at that time. And now you feel like you've kind of just jumping into the deep end again, or feeling very new towards something. But I just wanted to show you that this bolt of lightning hits the crown, which is essentially what these cards are representing, to my understanding here. Very exciting May. Please let me know. Please let me know about May. Alright, June, you have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. What are you walking away from in June, please, Aries? Okay, what are you walking away from in June? What are you walking away from in June? Cards just wanted to jump. We have the Hanged Man. You are changing your mind about something. And we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so you are gaining a new perspective. With the Page of Swords as well, I feel like this is about a loved one. Maybe there's some actions. I feel like there has been actions that maybe have clouded your judgment a little bit. And maybe there has been, I'm just going to kind of say, there's been questionable actions that maybe you didn't notice before. The reason I'm saying this more towards a loved one is because the Page of Swords for me represents like the love letters. Is there any hearts in this card? No. I kind of read this as like the dreamer, the romance, the romancer. I do see this character, for me this is more of a person of interest in love, but this is what you're walking away from, or choosing to ignore, or maybe trying to change your perspective on something. There's a lot of angles we can cover. But you're definitely gaining enlightenment. So So whatever changes you are going through, whatever changes that you feel needs to happen, you are trying to gain a new perspective, or see through the other's eyes. But I do feel this is more towards a loved one. And this could also be represented. You've got the Page of Pentacles here and also the Page of Cups. So I do feel that this is more of the romantic, whether this is somebody you're dating, whether this is in marriage, whether this is French. I wouldn't say friendship, I'd say more of a loved one, or somebody that you are interested in. What else am I reading from these cards? There's a lot of passion here. A lot of passion. Also, yeah, no, that's all that's coming through with me. I don't want to keep speculating on something if I'm not feeling it. All right, so for July, you have the Queen of Swords. Now I said when you're walking away from something, you are gaining clarity. So let's see. What does the Queen of Swords represent for Aries, please, in July? What does the Queen represent for Aries in July? The Knight of Swords. Wow, you are just... I think you've got a lot of... I reacted, but you actually got a lot of pages. But the Knight of Swords for me is as well a love card. I'm feeling like this is very romantic. This is very fast, passionate, pure energy. I am feeling a lot of, I want to say enlightenment, but I'm feeling a lot of joy and purity from this card, from the Knight of Swords here. There's definitely a lot of ambition here as well. So with this clarity, you are feeling your vitality again. You are feeling alive. You are not feeling as clouded judgment. I feel like you've gained your enlightenment. You've understood what it is that, you know, maybe what situation went down, how something was said. You've understood that. And now heading with that complete clarity here, you are passionate. You are fulfilling your ideas, your thoughts. I'm hearing legacy as well. So I don't know if this is also to do with the business ideas or your kind of side work plans that we saw earlier on in the year. Okay, that was for July. August, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So let's jump on into August. Alright, so Knight of Pentacles. What does the Knight of Pentacles represent, please? For August. We have the Hierophant. So we have the Hierophant, and let's just do another card as well. Hierophant, I feel, so this is like the card of stability. And we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is a card of stability. It's a card of kind of planning and building something, being stable, being mature about a certain situation. The Hierophant is gaining wisdom, gaining experience, maybe going to class, maybe learning about something new, maybe you're going into studies or you're studying something new again as well. And you also have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords for me would represent like whether you are going into studying, whether you are going to learn about something new, you are starting to feel a little bit caged by that, by the Eight of Swords. However, try not to put that mindset on it, because this is something that you are putting yourself in. This is your own mind being against you. Like, is this really the right time? Is this what I want to do right now? how do I get myself out of this situation? But you are going into this with the best interest at heart, and I really feel that you are going to gain a lot more out of it than what you realize. But try not to have this kind of negative attitude towards it. Maybe you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and this is why you then jump into the Eight of Swords energy. But you are absolutely able to get out of it. Like, this rope is not tight. You can just climb out, but you're just feeling a bit scared. And at the end of the day, fear is what's keeping us small. I want to hear. Excuse me. A fear is what's keeping us small, basically. Or maybe you're just feeling bored. I feel like maybe you're just feeling bored about something and you just want to jazz it up a little bit. Like you haven't already gone through enough. Alright, Wheel of Fortune. What does the Wheel of Fortune represent, please? Wheel of Fortune for September. We have Judgment. So yeah, there's definitely some kind of karma coming around. So whether you've been good or naughty, I definitely am feeling there's some sort of fate coming around. There is a karma cycle. Ideally it is good luck, but this is what the Judgment here is to represent as well. So again, whether you've been naughty or nice, we've got the Judgment here. Now the Judgment can represent a new beginning, rebirth, coming alive again, maybe facing or answering to the wrongs that you have done. There has been a judgment, but there's definitely a turn in the cycle here. So whatever it is that you have been working hard on, I'm feeling like you're starting to understand that, or maybe the kind of wheel has stopped turning in that respect, and maybe you've learned the lesson. But there is going to be some sort of rebirth, some sort of judgment, or a new knowing with that karma cycle there. The Four of Cups in October. Could we have clarification for the Four of Cups in October, please? Four of Cups in October. We have 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands. So maybe there's some sort of commitment. You're feeling a bit heavy. And you've also got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups I would read as a kind of a lover's card here. So I'm feeling like maybe there is a house, maybe there's a mortgage, there's some sort of commitment that you're starting to feel a little bit heavy or weighed down by. However, please don't let that make it feel negative, because 10 in numerology, it becomes a 1. Now this is the end of the cycle. You will no longer feel as bogged down or heavy by that. But I also feel that you have a partner, you have somebody who you can rely on, who you can share these burdens with, and they are more than willing to help and step in to help support you. You do not have to feel like this on your own, and I definitely feel that that's going to uplift and help with that feeling, that heavy feeling that you are feeling from this commitment. And whether that is maybe a celebration, maybe you're going to celebrate somebody, it could be maybe somebody's wedding and now you're worried about that you have to get the right colour dress or outfit to go and with matching shoes. You know, it could be a certain situation like that as well, but you do have somebody really close to you who is more than happy to help you if you let them. So please let them. You do not need to feel like this on your own, and just allow them to help, and you're gonna let them feel, or you're gonna help them feel useful and wanted as well. So you are sharing that love by just asking for help. Try not to be so independent. You do have a few independent cards here. I think that honestly that's a really beautiful outcome. And also moving on to November, you do have the Sun card as well. So I think this is bond building for sure. You are building a bond with somebody. All right, can we have the representation for the Sun, please, in November? Representation for the Sun. And we have the Eight of Cups. And we also have the Three of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so November. Super beautiful, happy energy, great card. I think the Eight of Cups you are raising. So you've got the Eight of Cups a couple of times, twice now, in different sides of the year. However, how I would read these together is that this could be linked to your cycle and the Judgment. What goes around comes around. Okay, so this November, October, September. Okay, so your Wheel of Fortune in September, I feel, is linked to your Eight of Cups here, as well as the Eight of Cups in May? No, June. Whatever you walked away from in this month has served you, because that's how you are stepping into the Sun energy. If you didn't walk away from this then and gain that perspective, you wouldn't feel as good or joyous and prosperous and pleasantly happy about that situation. So I feel like that has been your Wheel of Fortune, essentially. What goes around comes around. There was a reason you let that go, to let go of the hurt that you were feeling. You needed to walk away from the hurt that you were feeling in order to heal and to step in to your joyous and most beautiful and happiest self. I really love that the Eight of Cups here on this card is represented by a giraffe, because I really feel like your head is above the water here. Like, you're so tall, you're so over, and you see everything for how it is now and what went down, and now you understand. You've got this clarity here, much like the Queen of Swords. So I'm just going to pull those out for the similarities. Your head is above the ground, and you really see everything in it, all of its clarity. And moving on to your very exciting December. Could we have clarification, please, for December? All right, December for Aries, please. December for Aries. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, your December gets very, very exciting, very, very amazing. So your new world and leads to your emotional fulfillment. This is love, this is happiness, this is joy, this is hobbies. This is jumping into something that you absolutely love and adore. And you also have the Nine of Pentacles again. This is a card of independence. This is creating your own legacy. This is building yourself up. And you've got that again. You see, you've got that twice. So there's definite confirmations here. There's all cycles coming around. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens at the right time, as sad as it may be sometimes when it happens. If you don't have this slight, kind of a rocky start, or, I'm just going to point towards the Seven of Swords there. If you didn't learn these lessons here, you wouldn't be able to step into your absolutely abundant, prosperous year ahead. So I think this is really, really beautiful. You are definitely heading into something new here, and it's definitely something independent. So I definitely feel that you are building something for yourself, whether that's business, whether you're going on holiday, whether you're traveling. It is joining you. It is giving you emotional fulfillment. It is exploring new horizons. It is entering a new world. So I think that's very, very exciting. Marvelous. All right, so just a couple of words for you before we close the reading. Got any guidance for Aries year ahead, please? Any guidance for Aries year ahead? Just going to pull out 3 cards. Underworld. The Magi. Alchemist. Marvelous. I think the underworld is to do with the rebirth and the judgment. The Magi is the magician, and also you have the alchemist. You are definitely stepping into that independence. Claim your independence. You are definitely stepping into your independence. You are trusting yourself. You are listening to your gut. You are acting upon your own intuition. So I think that is absolutely incredible and powerful. Aries, thank you so much for spending your time with me today. If you could like, share, subscribe, or comment to the video today, that would really help me out. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.